Hey YouTube squad, Riz here once again for another YouTube video. Today I'm going to be talking about the opposite of what I talked about last time, the top 3 traits of a great trader. So number 1 is having the knowledge, having the strategy, right? So whether that's from free resources, whether that's from having a mentorship or education and paying for that, which I definitely recommend getting to. The process I would recommend is using the free resources to get the basics down, get the terminology down, understand structure, understand the market concepts at a basic level. You can do that for free. There are many videos, whether it's mine, whether it's Cal's, whether it's anyone. You can learn for free the basic information. From there though, I would definitely recommend getting an education that fits you, that you connect with. The only thing I would say, and I'll do a separate full video on what to look out for in a community and in mentors, so that you're not scammed or you're not buying into a lifestyle, for example. But very briefly, make sure that it's a healthy community. Make sure that the members are the main focus, not the personal, mentor or person who runs that particular educational company, right? Focus on the members. Focus on, does that strategy seem to fit you? Don't try and think of it from terms of greed or money, like, oh my God, look, everyone's making money over there. No. Look at the strategy, right? Be patient and observe and see, does that connect with you? Does it look like it's a community that connects with you? That's how you make a very wise decision when it comes to who you want to be part of your educational journey. But as I said, go out there and research. Go out there and research. Take your time. There's so many options, which in a way is very positive, right? But in another way, it's very negative because then you feel like, who do you go to, right? But take your time. From there though, obviously, once you have that knowledge, right, which is very important, it's then about trait number 2, which is putting it into a plan, which we did touch on the last video, but go into a little bit more detail here, which is having a strict process. It's what we like to call a repeatable process, meaning that you are doing the same thing on every single trade, regardless of outcome. We're not thinking about the outcome, right? We're not bothered really about the outcome. As we say, very interestingly, I randomly put this book here, but In Trading in the Zone, by Mark Douglas. It's all about thinking in terms of probabilities. That is the trading market, which every single trade is unique, right? We can have all the best confluences for that trade and it can still lose. But what it's about is having a trusted, repeatable process that you then go and test, whether you back test, whether you forward test and live test it on the live markets. But then what it's about is collecting a large sample size. So some people will do it for a week or a month and think that's enough. But how can you judge an edge that you're wanting to use for the rest of your trading career, essentially, in a week or a month, right? Who has the same consistent results every single month? No one. No one has a guaranteed 5% every single month from an edge, no. So 1 month and 1 week is definitely not enough. Sample size wise, I always say at least 3 months and at least 100 trades. Because from 100 trades, you'll be able to see how that edge is performing. 10 trades isn't enough. 20 trades isn't enough. The larger the sample size you can get, the better. Because you're going to get so much data from which currency pairs are treating you well, which session that you're trading are giving you the best results. What's your average risk to reward or the best risk to reward that you should be following for consistency? Is it that when you try to get 1 to 100, it's not working out and you're getting maybe 1 out of 100 trades, which basically means you're probably around break even? Or is 1 to 10 giving you consistency and giving you a strike rate of 7 out of 10, 3 out of 10 trades are winning? So meaning you're losing 7%, but you're gaining 30%. That's a fantastic risk to reward. And the only way you're going to know that is by collecting the data. Now, from that data, you're going to then have an edge that you can trade profitably in the market. But then it comes down to trait number 3, as we said, the discipline. So what does it mean to be disciplined? It means that you have done the work. You've done all the work now. You've learned about the markets. You've learned a strategy to then actually trade profitably on the markets, which you can say profitably because you've done the work of testing, collecting the data to be able to test and know that you have a profitable edge in the market that you can then, through discipline, put out every single day, repeatedly trading the markets, meaning that you will not change that, from whether you're scalping, day trading, swing trading. You're not changing your strategy, you're not jumping from one day I'm doing a scalp, one day I'm doing a day trade. You're not allowing the market to influence you, right, and drag you into trades that don't have your entry drill, that don't actually fit your plan. You're not allowing the greed to take over, where you're not closing your partial profits or even taking your profits at your predetermined place. You're not changing your risk per trade, right? And how does you get to that point? One, obviously, it is a decision at the end of the day. The decision of being self-disciplined. It's like a habit, it's like a muscle, right? It's just like if I go to the gym for 1 week, that doesn't mean that I'm gonna just instantly have the motivation and drive to do it for the next 10 weeks. But if I've done it for 3 months, 12 weeks and built that as a habit, as a routine, it's much more natural and it comes to me more naturally. And if anything, the body will then at that point crave the workouts and routine. Just like in trading, if you show yourself the routine and be disciplined for that amount of time of say 12 weeks at the minimum, you built a habit of being disciplined. So you will naturally be more disciplined. Now, the real question is, how many people will actually do 12 weeks? And the truth, unfortunately, is that not many. They always fall victim to their own mentality, whether it's a week, or whether it's 30 days, usually probably around that 30-day mark. But can you push yourself? Can you prove to yourself that you are in that top 1% of traders who can be disciplined and therefore be consistently profitable, right? In trading, we have to focus on, and I'll leave on this point, we have to focus on what we can control. We can't control what the market does. We can't control, if it goes up and down. We can't control that. What can we control is our decisions of being disciplined, our decisions of what we risk as part of our plan, where we take our profits as part of our plan. So focus only on what you can control, and that is where you'll start to see results. Now, I hope that was helpful. As I said many times, I'm more active over on my Instagram, where we do short form videos full of content, full of value, to just help as many people as possible. For me, it's all about legacy. Regardless of whether you're one of our Viper members, where we have more interaction with, or whether you're just someone on YouTube who subscribed to the channel, which by the way, you might as well do now, or whether you're just a follower on Instagram, for example, or even if for some people out there, I don't know why, but they might watch every video but not subscribe, or watch all the content and the posts but not follow. I find it a bit strange, but do you? But even if it's helping them, that's all that matters. At the end of the day, fulfillment comes from what you can do in service of others. And that's why I do what I do, and that's why we do what we do here at the Vipers, and try and put out as much information as we can. But I hope you enjoyed. Follow along for the next video, YouTube squad, and I'll catch you next time.